Hi, guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Ray, and today I'm going to be talking about what to expect in the month of May. So, this is my birth month. For those of you that are not aware of, May 26th is my birthday, and we're just going to get into it and we're going to see what is coming up for this month. So, get relaxed and have your tea. All right, so I'm going to use the Inspirational Visions Tarot, and I'm going to be using the Ask Your Guides Oracle cards. Well, actually, these are both Oracle cards, but I do have my Rider-Waite here, my trusty Rider-Waite. So we're just going to get into it and see what comes up for the month of May to expect for all of my Taurians and Geminis. So this is like a reading for the Taurus season and Geminis. Um, so happy birthday to each and every one of you. All right, so this month we can expect the Seven of Swords. This energy here is an energy where, like I've said before, that you may have some people that are being a little shady, deceptive, are literally not always being honest, is what I keep feeling there. Like you may be going through some of that. You also feel a little trapped, even though you have a lot of freedom with the Eight of Swords. It kind of makes me feel like there's something going on in your head where you feel a little restrictive, or you feel like perhaps things are not moving the way at the pace that you want them to be moving. And it can feel just a little stifling this month for some of us, and even if you're not a Gemini or a Taurus, this reading is for everybody this month as a collective. The Justice card is about balance, finding balance, but it's also a very Libra type of energy. So I feel like a lot of you could be going through something as well, like that's kind of like where you've been wronged in your life. Maybe someone apologizes or comes in and apologizes to you, or vice versa, right? Maybe you did something to someone and you are reflecting on it and you haven't felt right since that happened. And again, it's a time of reflection. So I feel like that could possibly be one of the things that can happen this month. Then we have the Queen of Wands, a very gentle but creative energy. It's like a lot of you that are more in tune with your divine feminine energy, you are literally tapping into that and just having a little bit more fun time. More creative, but at the same time, there's this feeling like that comes in with the Hermit card, that you feel lonely through the month of May. So a lot of you could be feeling like misunderstood, not feeling like you're heard or seen all the time, but it's not a bad thing. Sometimes we need isolation and we need time away from people, to have a clear viewpoint of what we want and to go forward. And then the Emperor is like a very strong male, a very dominant male in your life. This could be a partner, a husband, a boss, somebody that's embodies a very masculine energy. And I feel with that energy, it can affect your moods as well. It's like you may have like some more carefree energy and bring something to the table, and tell them, like, I like this idea, or we should do this. And it's like a flat out no, no, we're not going to do that. Has to be his way all the time. And we have the Chariot card. So a lot of you will be moving forward, but it's a lot of inner soul work this month of May for everybody. A lot of you are kind of dealing with it. If you notice the Chariot card, there's a dark sphinx and a white sphinx. That's the good and evil, or the light and the shadow. So again, a lot of shadow work has to be done at the same time as blessings come in and you move forward. But I feel like overall the energy this month is not going to be very, uh, very calm without any hiccups. There's going to be some things there that come up, but this is also a time with the Ace of Swords. I feel like you're just going to be, sorry, Ace of Wands, that you're going to be very creative, and things that you've been working on as far as like in the creative space or in your personal life, they are going to come to fruition. I kind of feel like things are falling into place. The Page of Cups is a lot of you that are single or possibly talking to someone. You could be meeting someone new. There could be somebody new coming in. It's a very auspicious time, new energy. So I feel really good about this whole thing concerning you guys this month. But the Page of Cups could be like a Scorpio, Water, or Pisces connection as well. Let's see what else comes up. Then we have the Seven of Cups, a lot of confusion. This is going to be a month, and because we are in Mercury retrograde, because we have all these planetary alignments, it's not going to be a very easy transition of a month. Communication. Mercury rules the planet of communicate. What's the planet of communication? It rules like Gemini, you know, but there's going to be a lot of confusion. You may not feel certain about certain things. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which is somebody that wants to work hard, that's a provider, very well established. But yeah, I feel like this month has a variety of, information. The Tower card tells me that, again, if you're not careful, this month can feel very chaotic for you, whether you're a Taurus, a Gemini, or, or any other sign. In the month of May in general, everybody's going to be feeling a little intense changes or sudden change that's brought upon, and it's like outside of your control. And when sometimes we don't control things or we can't control things, and they fall beyond our spectrum of control, we tend to feel not so good about that, right? Um, then we have the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of you will either get a promotion, quit your job, start a new job. The month of May has a lot of, opportunities to make money, regardless of who you are, and what you're going through. My allergies are acting up today. And then the Moon card, where you've been feeling like a little confused about someone or like a situation. A lot is unfolding in the month of May, and I feel like you get clarity through the Moon. Your eyes are open, your intuition's on fleek, on point, and you find that what you need. And then the Judgment card comes in. No one is perfect, we all have our flaws, and I think that sometimes we may be surrounded by people who judge us harshly or unjustly. Don't don't worry if you are. Things will get better, but that's what I kind of see as of right now. And then the World card, we have the World card. So the World card makes me feel like, again, the month of May is like a completion of a cycle for some of you, not everyone, but for the most part, I feel like a lot of you are, wrapping up things. Think about it. May is the month where a lot of people, a lot of kids in school, parents are like, if you're a teacher, you're no longer in school for the summer, you may be until June, but some school districts in the month of May, there's graduations, there's college graduations, there's a lot of endings and new beginnings, which goes back to a lot of the changes that come about. And I feel like a lot of you may be dealing with children who are, entering like they're exiting elementary, entering junior high, or entering high school. And it's like an ending for them, but it's a sudden change, and with that comes a lot of anxiety for some kids, and parents. I also feel like with the Three of Swords, a lot of you could be a little disappointed, or something that you want to, literally happen in your own way, or you're expecting an outcome. It may not be the way that you're expecting that. And that's okay. Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself, but know that you need to ground yourself and surround yourself with the people who do love you, because it is going to be it's going to be pulling at your heartstrings. A very emotional month as the month progresses. But I do feel as the month progresses, things do tend to lighten up for everybody in the month of May. So that's the first part of the reading. Let's go ahead and use the Inspirational Visions Oracle cards and see what comes up with that. So hope everybody's doing well. And I just love these cards. They're based on like an Alice in Wonderland type of motif for the design. So let's see what comes up around this month of May. All right, so we have here the Knight and the Dragon. Feel your power. Again, don't surrender your power just to anyone. Fight for what you want. Very, very important, for the month of May 2022. And then we have here the Magic Flute. Listen to the lifting music of Pan. So literally, like, music could be very cathartic for you. It can be very uplifting and help you ground your energy. So it's important that you do things that you take pleasure in, and that you really do love and enjoy doing. Then we have here Jack and the Giants. Stand up tall and escape the giants. So again, you may be feeling like, Jack and the Beanstalk, and then going back to that story where, the giant was trying to hurt Jack, but Jack got away with what he wanted. He got the magic beans, and he got whatever else he wanted, the golden egg, right? I don't remember the story too well, but you kind of get the gist of it. And then we have here fairy tale folk. So remain friends with your childhood fantasies. They will keep you young. This is about reconnecting to your inner child. A lot of us, we may be parents, or we may have like, nieces and nephews, but somehow, as we are adults, we tend to, that part of us that is our inner child is not nurtured enough, and we tend to gravitate towards like this adult role and responsibilities of just go, go, go. And sometimes we need to reconnect to the things that made life a lot simpler for us as children, but also was very much fun, like getting your toes wet in the sand at the beach, or um, building a sandcastle, dancing around. Now as adults, a lot of people are like, well, I can't do TikTok. I can't dance because I'm too old for that. But you're never literally too old for anything. And if you start saying that, you will feel that way. But we have the Wizard of the Galaxy, experience the magic of the universe. So literally expect the unexpected. Like I said, 2022 is a year where you can expect the unexpected, but a lot of blessings are ready to manifest and whatnot. It's just a matter of you getting out there and doing what you feel like is right. The Tulip Fairy, play games of wonder with the fairies. So again, just reconnect, with nature. Take an evening stroll at the park or go walk a trail. It's good to, get some fresh air, especially if you work in an office environment or like in an enclosed space, or you're always driving. There's people that just drive for a living, whether you're an Uber driver, you do DoorDash, whatever you do. It's good to kind of like sometimes step outside of your routines. And finally, we're going to get some cards from the Ask Your Guides Oracle deck. We're going to see what comes up around this. Okay, so let's just see. I hope you guys are doing well. And don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon. There's a lot of tea that's going to be put in my Patreon channel. So be sure to subscribe because that content won't be on my YouTube channel. And you can go to www.patreon.com/psychic medium Ray. So let's get to it. All right, we have here community, spiritual ancestors. So your spirits, your ancestors are, and your elevated ancestors are with you all the time. Don't worry, they are guiding you, they're with you. Decisions, you have decisions to make, but your higher self is connected to those decisions and you will make the right decisions. Don't doubt yourself or just don't do it because you worry about what somebody's going to say or do or those repercussions. You have to take a risk, but joy is coming from that. Like joy guides. It's like it's like you set yourself free, but you have to get outside of that fear. So in the month of May, if you're experiencing any kind of level of fear, you need to like overcome that, and that will help you. And then we have here pleasure, divine goddess. So this is a month where you may feel a little bit more, in tune with your sexuality, wanting to explore that, wanting to have fun. And you should. And then we have restrictions. Some of you could be feeling a little restriction and needing to incorporate more fun, especially if you're with someone that's like a pessimist or it's just very different than what you are. And then grace, Holy Spirit, do everything with grace, be very thankful, with a graceful spirit of every blessing that you have in your life, whether it's big or small, whether you have $20 in your bank account or you have $1 left. It is all a blessing that, and you may not see it that way. You're like, Ray, how can I possibly give things with $1? What can I possibly do with $1? Hey, but you may have more than some other people out there, to be honest. And when we live in a state of gratefulness, it does attract and manifest blessings on a big level, towards us. So we just have to continue that momentum and know that, everything happens in the universe for a reason. And then we have invention, creativity guides. So like, I feel like this is a month where you may, find out you have a hidden talent or you tap into some hidden talent, or you decide that you want to do something that's more creative, whether it's artwork, whether it's woodwork, whether it's like, planting flowers and having a green thumb, but you will find what your niche is and what works for you in the month of May. So I'm excited for all of you guys, and I want to thank you so much. And again, if you want to purchase a reading right now, they're on sale for a limited time only, 30% off. All you have to do is go to my website, which is www.raymondguzman.net/readings. And you can, partake on that. But all of my readings are on sale with the exception of the emergency video reading. Now, I do have um, an emergency reading by email, and that is available on the cell. All right, guys, I love you so much. Until next time, bye.